Good Monday afternoon on the last day of January 2022. This is Amy Jackson. I'm the president of the Catoosa County Chamber of Commerce, and with me is Katina Williams, owner of Chasing Down Daydreams Travel. And Katina, thanks for being with us today.
No problem.
With me, there's no us, it's just me. It's just the two of us. So I took last week off. Debbie did it last week, and Debbie Hughes was with y'all last week, so I have to warm up again. I'm a little rusty. So we're just excited to be here on the last day of January. I know this will probably, by the time some people see it, maybe February, because they do.
Well, January has been the longest month ever. So.
Oh my word! And in some ways the shortest. I'm just going to say it's hard to believe we're already a 12th of the way through 2022.
True.
So you hear us each week talk about different chamber members, and I've talked about Katina before, and here she is in person, the person who planned my family's amazing 2018 trip to New York City.
Was it that long ago? That's crazy. Yeah.
It was, and I've always wanted to go to the Macy's Day Parade, and you made that happen, and I tell everybody about it. It was the coldest Macy's Day Parade since like early 1800 or late 1800s or something like that. My 19-year-old Evan, who a lot of you may know, didn't have enough body fat to make it through the whole parade.
I'm sure.
After about an hour and a half, he's like, "Mama, I can't."
I don't even own a coat, so I would have gone back to the room.
But I was committed. And
well, good for you.
I should have been committed after that. But we saw every float go by and Santa at the end, and it was amazing. And our family, we still talk about it all the time.
That's good.
So that's what travel is about, right?
It is, and making memories. Yeah, it's the best.
So I know that one of your things that you like to specialize in is Disney.
I do.
And I think I called you a few weeks ago and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about that again."
Right.
Tell us a little bit about your business and kind of, what you like to talk about is in travel. What's coming up now?
Well, I have been a travel agent for almost 10 years. I have been an owner almost 9 years. I worked for another agency before I owned my agency. Yep. Okay. And I started out specializing in Disney travel because that's what we like to do as a family. Sure. We still do. We went last week, my daughter and I did. But we have branched out to do other destinations. And, you start booking people to Disney on their Disney trips, and then they want to go on cruises, and then they want to go to the Caribbean.
As the family gets older,
so I changed along with my clients to, and I learned new destinations and did new trainings and visited a lot of new places so that I can help people with those. Right now, everybody's trying to escape the cold, so the Caribbean is a big thing. I've got several clients this month, St. Lucia, Jamaica, all the places where I'd like to be because I don't like cold, but
and I know you've talked a lot about, and we had our expo, the Chamber Expo was in December, and you had a representative from the Sandals Resorts.
Right.
So you planned those vacations as well, but kind of all-inclusive.
So Sandals is just one brand in the realm of all-inclusive vacations. I love Sandals.
She's been there several times.
Yeah.
I told y'all about her toe cams, right? So we have witnessed her, Katina, with her toe cams at Sandals Resorts multiple times.
Yep. So those are one of my favorite brands, and I go with my husband, and we go with friends some. And Sandals is an adult-only couples romantic getaway, but they have a family brand as well called Beaches. And those have it's not just families. It could be a girl's trip or a guy's trip or whatever. You can take your family. So the rooms are set up more for larger groups. You could get a two-bedroom or bigger villa and take everybody.
Gotcha.
And then it's still everything all included. And really, when it says all included, all inclusive, it's everything.
So your food, your drinks,
everything. If you leave the resort, then that costs you more money. If you take an excursion out onto the island. But but
for the most part, you don't need to, do you?
No, but if you're going to visit an island, you might want to go tour something. My son wants to go to Jamaica so that he can take the excursion to a rum distillery in Jamaica. So that would be, you'd pay extra and you'd go and do that. But there's things like horseback riding on the beach and stuff that costs a bit more. But if you just want to go snorkeling, it's included. You want to go on a glass bottom boat, it's included. You want to sit on the beach and have somebody bring you drinks all day long, it's included. So,
That's why she continues to come back.
Yeah, I do. We're planning a trip now for in June. We're going to Barbados. So yeah, I went to Barbados years ago, and but my husband hadn't been. And our friends haven't been, so we're going to go there. It'll be fun. Yeah.
That's exciting. What are some other ideas maybe that, I know, I'm assuming COVID has changed travel a little bit.
A lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
a
trying
lot.
to not put too much to it.
No,
Yeah,
it is. It's a lot.
You know the details.
So,
I haven't been,
yeah.
I go my hour trips lately. I haven't been far, so.
Well, and that's been, a lot of people are that way, but people are itching to get out of the house and do
especially
something.
Especially as it warms up too, right?
Yes. And so I have an agent that works under my agency that's actually at Disney World right now, and she said, is it always this busy in January? And it's not. And it has to be that people are just dying to get out, and so it's busy. And a lot of places are busy, and a lot of people are asking, oh, can I get really cheap airfare? Or can I get really cheap because, nobody's traveling. Everybody's traveling, so it's not
what you think.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people going. They're making changes. They're going different places, but they're still traveling. So yeah.
And we're going to talk more and more about that. But Katina, real quick, I want you to tell the listeners how they can get in touch with you, where they can find information as we talk about it. You might want to make some notes down as far as how to get in touch with Katina for her services.
Sure. So I have a website. It's cddtravel.com, and it's from Chasing Down Daydreams. cddtravel.com. You can email me at chasingdowndaydreams@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook. I'm very active on there, and it's facebook.com/travel by Katina, Katina.
You just look for the toe cams.
Yeah, there's toe cam pictures there. Or you can call me 423-316-5403.
5403.
Yeah.
You have the 316 like my husband does. I always tell people 423 like John 3:16.
Oh, yes.
Yep. And then the last 4 digits.
Yep.
Those are
5403.
5403.
That's right.
That's the thing. The one thing I learned is that, I am not a travel. I've not been trained in travel. I don't know all the ins and outs. But you take classes all the time.
I do.
You take training. And go to resorts. I see you go to resorts. So kind of sometimes as a first time if they open something new, then you're invited to a lot of those things.
Sometimes, yep. But I like to go, if I am sending clients to places, I like to go and experience it myself. And it's nice to be able to go and meet management, see rooms, and then that way you can feel comfortable knowing that I know where I'm sending you, so it works out.
Well, and then the other thing I learned is it doesn't cost any more for me to take a vacation that you've planned.
Right.
And probably in some cases may cost less because you know how to do it.
Sometimes, I can find some
if I go online. A lot of people think, no, I got the internet, I don't need a travel agent. And maybe in the past it did cost a little more to use a travel agent, but that is definitely not the way now. The company, I guess, pays you money.
Yes. So every travel agency has a different business model.
Okay.
My travel agency and a lot of them are commission based, which means that commission is built into your trip. So if you went online and you booked your vacation, you paid a price. That commission is in it. If I booked it, you still pay that same price, or maybe less if I find you a promotion, but that commission is already in it. So you're paying it whether you knew it or not.
Who gets it, right?
Right.
So this way you can support a local business here in Catoosa County.
Right.
And again, Katina can plan a Disney World trip, she can plan a Universal trip, or she can plan a out west trip, or just whatever you're interested in. I know a lot of people.
So the past, month, I've planned a few really big ones. We have a honeymoon to Paris and to London that I'm doing. I have a big trip in the summer where they're going to London and Scotland and Ireland, and so it's not just Disney World, but I love Disney World, so that's my heart.
And too, I know you can kind of advise people on what's a better time to travel, or it's going to be really crowded. Sometimes as long as you know, it doesn't matter. But as long as you know, you're not expecting it to be one way or the other.
Right.
So, and especially now with all the, I guess, check-ins on, and maybe what to pack or what not to pack. I guess they're still real stringent on fluids and small packages of things. And
it's true.
What you can check and
ever since 9/11, air travel is very different. So you have to keep
still
up
taking off your shoes. I guess going. I don't fly very much.
Yeah,
So.
it's true.
Okay.
You take off your shoes, take off your belt, take off your jacket. And a lot of people ask me often, how much is it going to cost for me to check my suitcase, or how much, what size does my suitcase need to be? And so I keep up with all that stuff. But now, especially with COVID, there's a lot more to keep up with. So if you go to another country, any other country, there's requirements for travel. So you have to have a COVID test, you have to have a travel authorization, you have to have. So, and all of these things have a timeline of when they have to be done. So that's what I do is, we plan the trip, and then as it gets closer, I send you a timeline of when things need to be done. And it's like, schedule your COVID test now, fill out your authorization now, do as you go along. And then that way you're prepared.
So really more than ever, professional,
I think so.
professional is probably more important than ever, quite frankly.
Yeah. Well, and it's important too, because if you get all this done beforehand and you go to another country, and then you have to take a test to come back to the U.S. So if you don't know where to take your test, or you don't know what kind of test, or that. Yeah, because not all tests are valid, right? Right, and different places have different ones. So there's a lot to it.
Sure.
It's a headache.
So let somebody else take that headache.
That's right. That's right.
That was the thing when, again, I talk about our trip, and you've planned a Universal trip as well for us, but I would have never known what the route was for the Macy's Day Parade. Our hotel was literally on the block. We had to walk behind our hotel, and there we were, for the time that it passed by, and just things like that. There was no way. We saw 3 Broadway shows and loved every bit of all that. They were just perfect for us, based on, I told you some ideas, and you picked them, helped me pick them out, and so that it fit the itinerary. And we did have one tour that we had paid for that didn't happen, and you helped us get the refund on that. And you can't control that, obviously. They had somebody that just didn't show up that day. We were there, and they just didn't show up, and I know things like that happen.
Oh, yeah, that was especially
probably
now.
More so now than before. Right. But, you helped us get that refund of that part of the trip that just didn't happen.
Well, using a travel advisor or travel agent is definitely having somebody on your side to help you with this. So when COVID first started and the pandemic started, and I had so many clients that couldn't travel because countries were closing, or we just couldn't travel. And so that's what I did, was help people get refunds, get credits, get situated. So I didn't have anyone lose any money. Wow. So that was a very good.
What about cruising? What's the latest on that?
Well, every cruise line is different, but they're cruising. Some are getting canceled, some are getting rerouted, but they're happening. I've got quite a few in February, clients that are traveling, and I'm actually cruising at the end of February.
I'm jealous already.
Yeah, we're doing a Disney cruise at the end of February. Okay. Yeah, so it should be good. It's out of New Orleans, and it's right in the middle of Mardi Gras, so it should be fun.
That could be double fun.
Yes, it should be fun.
All in the spirit of knowing what your clients are going to.
That's right. Well, and I haven't done a cruise out of the port in New Orleans, so I thought this is a learning experience.
That way you'll know where to park and all those kind of things as well.
So it'll be good.
Well, I just appreciate you being on here. We'll talk a little bit more about this. I tell you what, we'll take a little break, and we'll come back and talk a little bit about some other small businesses in the area, and hear a little bit more from Katina Williams with Chasing Down Daydreams Travel.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them? Their home, their education, their future. You need life insurance, and chances are SelectQuote can help you get it for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop up to 10 highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates.
We found Gary, 35, a $1 million policy for only $22 a month.
Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
Call 1-800-478-7907. That's 1-800-478-7907.
At a price you can afford. Select Quote. We shop, you save.
Frustrated with heavy rubber hoses that always get tangled and easily kink? Introducing the Bionic Flex Pro hose, the super strong, super tough hose that's ultra light as well. Run over an ordinary hose and it'll easily burst, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose stays intact no matter what runs over it, because its reinforced drag-resistant commercial-grade outer polyester weave makes it tougher and stronger than ever. And its solid brass fittings are crush-proof too. Ordinary hoses kink easily and stop working, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose never kinks. It just keeps flowing strong. And while regular hoses easily get tangled, the Bionic Flex Pro hose is tangle-proof. You can get the 25-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose for just $19.95 with free shipping. But wait, order today and we'll upgrade your order to a 50-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose. Just pay a separate fee, and shipping is still free. Go now.
Call 1-800-340-5128.
No matter what kind of car you drive, we have an insurance policy that's right for you. Need to insure your family minivan? We've got you covered. Need insurance for that new sports car you finally got? We've got you covered. Have an old beater that just won't quit? We've got you covered. Or maybe you hit the lottery and want to insure all your new cars. We've got you covered. Call Auto Insurance for Less to find out how much you can save right now. All it takes is just one call. Answer a few questions, and before you know it, we've got you covered. Call 800-538-2170. That's 800-538-2170. Auto Insurance. You want it, you need it, and we've got it. Call Auto Insurance for Less to find out how much you can save today. Better coverage at a better price is just a phone call away. Call 800-538-2170. That's 800-538-2170. 800-538-2170.
We're back, Katina. Again, this is Katina Williams with Chasing Down Daydreams Travel, and we just appreciate her, first of all, for being a chamber member. Katina, you've been, I know Brent, your husband, has been a member of the chamber for years, and you've been with the chamber probably for about 6, since I started at least.
No, has it been 6?
Yeah, so I started April of 2016, and so we were band moms together back when our children were a little bit younger, and not doing their own thing and telling us when we get to see them, right? So a little different times. But one of the things that Katina, so in the chamber, we do a lot of things by committees, and you've heard me talk about that before. So we are a staff of 2 full-time and 3 part-time folks that do a great job and do amazing things, but there's no way we can do all that we do by ourselves. And so our chamber members are some of them are ambassadors, but they are just great at being part of the committees that make the events and things happen at the chamber. And Katina is a member of our gala committee, and so that's an annual fundraising event that we do at the chamber, one of our major fundraisers. That basically help us keep the prices low for small business, so
Thank
we don't
goodness.
have to. Yeah, so a little work helps you out in the pocketbook, right? But she does a great job and has been on that committee for the last 4 or 5 years, and so we have that coming up, and we're excited that we're going to bring back the casino tables this year.
It's so much fun.
It's a good time, and it's just fun money. It's not we're not using real money or anything like that. But it's coming up on, and I'll hold this up, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is on social media. If you're looking on the Catoosa County Chamber Facebook page, you'll see this image out there, and it is our Catoosa Royale. So it's supposed to be kind of a little James Bondish, right? That's kind of our theme. And it's our Celebrate Catoosa Gala and Casino Night. It'll be on Saturday. It's really, we try not to do a lot on Saturdays because we know people really need those days to kind of take a break from work and everything. But this one's a dress-up event, and it takes a little longer to get ready. So Saturday, March the 12th, it's at 6 o'clock. And a little bit different than what we've done in the past, where last year we couldn't have, because of the executive orders from the state
limiting
of Georgia.
people.
Yes. We couldn't have the casino tables or dance floor last year. So we're bringing those back.
Fun. And
pretty excited about those, because everybody, it's just fun. I mean, where else can you go where you can almost pull up to the door and go into an event like this? Don't have to pay for parking. It is a little bit more expensive. It's $900. It's for chamber members. And if you're not a chamber member and you'd like more information about that, we'd be glad to share that with you. Debbie Hughes is our membership coordinator, and she does a great job. But so it's $900 a table, or $125 for individuals. And tell us a little bit about, I know you've been in the meeting, so some of the things we've talked about.
Well, people are excited that the casino's back this year, and my parents went one year, and I think they won like everything there was. We had to bring a truck to get everything home that they won. I don't know that they'll come this year, so you might have a chance, but they might. I don't know. But I don't know. It's fun to me because how often do you get to dress up and go out, and we just don't do that.
That's right.
And so it's fun to have an evening. You hang out with your friends, you have a glass of wine, you have a nice meal, and play some games or dance. It's a fun evening.
It is it's a nice time. And it's just, especially now, I think we all appreciate being together a little more.
I agree.
Before we kind of just thought that was just normal and, that's what you do. But now it's like, oh my gosh, we get to come together and see people that sometimes you haven't seen in a year, quite frankly.
True.
So
it's always so elegant. The centerpieces and it's just, to me, it's a fun night. You wouldn't think you're in Ringgold,
There you go. A little classier event than we normally. And I'll be honest, we call it semi-formal, so it's not like it's black tie. So if you don't want to be real dressed up, you could wear church dress.
I've seen everything.
Yeah, there's all
a sport coat, khakis, or a tuxedo. It doesn't matter. It's just a fun night.
We just really like to be together. The other thing that we do that night, so we've already had our annual award nominations, and there's a committee working on those now. So we'll present our annual awards that night from 2021. And that's about, I think it's 9 or 10 awards. We do like micro, small, medium, large, Business of the Years, the nonprofit, the new Business of the Year, and then also our Citizen of the Year and our Hall of Fame recipients. So that's just another neat kind of thing that the chamber does.
And I won one of those one year.
She did. She absolutely.
That was exciting. Very exciting.
So, and then that's a nice thing as a small business to be able to say that you've won and that you've been a part of that. So
I have it on my shelf.
That's
my
awesome.
award.
I love that. I love that so much. So that is coming up on Saturday, March the 12th. Again at the Colonnade. It's from 6 to 10 p.m. If that's something that you're interested in and would like some more information on that, give us a call at the chamber at 706-965-5201, and we'll be glad to get you more information on that. It is sponsored by the Chattanooga Times Free Press, Hamilton Healthcare System, and Stephen M. Henry Construction Company. So we're appreciative of those sponsors. Again,
Definitely.
This is one of the major fundraisers for the chamber, and we're just, again, really excited that we're going to be able to do it, and we'll have Mike Key with Mike Key Entertainment and Photography doing the DJing and also taking some pictures for us. So make sure and check out social media. If not on the night of March 12th, sometimes it takes us a little while. At least on Sunday the 13th, we'll have those pictures out there.
It's fun.
So again, 706-965-5201 is the chamber phone number, or you can check us out on our Facebook page to get more information on that. So, and you talked about some awards that you've had. One of the things you've had before is Member of the Week.
I did, yeah.
And so we're always happy to promote our chamber members that have been a chamber member for more than a year. And just another way of promotion, just to let you know what some of the businesses are. Now, they don't necessarily have to be in Catoosa County. Some of our members of the week have an office maybe in Chattanooga or Dalton, but they do business in our area, and that's why they're members of our chamber. So the Member of the Week this year does have a location. If you've never been to Homescape Pros,
I have.
probably spent a little bit of money there too.
I did.
I would venture a guess. So you need to stop by. It is on Old Mill Road. There's a CVS on Battlefield Parkway in Old Mill. If you go right past that on the left, you'll see in the same building is actually Majestic Spa and Salon, which is a great spa. And if you like massages and of course they do hair and makeup and stuff like that too. But Homescape Pros is in the back. And so we went there the other day to take this picture, and he was telling us that the owner was telling us that all the straw that I wish I could remember how much he had said that they had ordered and people had already purchased.
I'm sure.
So they have a whole like greenhouse kind of thing in the back that you don't even see from the road, quite frankly. But they do a lot of events too. So he says they're getting ready to do a grilling event. So they sell I don't know if it's called the green egg. It was red. I don't know.
Oh, the red is the Komodo Joe, I think.
Komodo Joe.
Yeah.
So they have those there if that's something that you're looking. Ken has those there. And just anything you can imagine. They had like a huge rooster. Did you see that rooster there?
Oh, they have fun things for the yard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the one thing I didn't even think about, and they have a display there, I noticed, the uplighting like you see for houses?
They did ours.
Okay,
Yep,
there you go.
yep.
So I was like, "Ooh, Ken, I need to call you." So Ken
Yeah.
Williams and his staff there at Homescape Pros, again on Old Mill Road, is our member of the week. You can look them up on the internet at homescapepros.net. Or give them a call at 706-937-5488. When you go by, you won't be disappointed and tell them the chamber sent you. A couple things coming up. You've got Valentine's Day, you've got Mother's Day, and Easter. They are a great gift-giving place.
Oh, everybody loves flowers.
Yes,
so.
and just the home decor they've got in there as well. You wouldn't expect that necessarily, but they've got really neat things for, whether it's like wooden bowls. They had a heart-shaped wooden bowl, and I was like, "Ooh, I really like that."
They did our backyard patio area, and we
Okay.
have a fire pit that they put in, and I love
You
it.
use that all the time,
All
'cause
the
I
time, and
see
it
the
has
pictures
a
there.
grilled grate we can put over. It's fantastic. I'm so happy I got in touch with them.
That's awesome. So again, support our local businesses with your purchasing dollars. That's what we talk about all the time. We know you're not going to find everything in Catoosa County, but look here first.
Yes.
Before you hit the purchase button on Amazon.com or something like that. We all, it's really neat. And like I said, this one you'll be surprised what they actually have in their store at Homescape Pros. So one other thing we all like to eat. Our restaurant of the month for February is Farm to Fork. Every Tuesday at 12 noon, we actually have a Chamber Leads at Lunch group that meets there for lunch. And if you don't know, they have a meeting space there that I think it holds, up to 75 people. I think
It's
we've
pretty
had it there.
big,
Yeah,
so,
depending on
yeah.
how it's set up.
Yeah.
And that's something you can schedule, as long as you're obviously using their food. But they do buffets for special events and things like that as well. Or you can just order off the menu, just depending on what your needs are. But we have about 20 or 25 people that use that every Tuesday at noon. And so Farm to Fork does a great job. Have you had anything from their creamery?
I was just going to say, in the travel world, the big thing is milkshakes with all the stuff on top. They do that there. You don't have to go anywhere. You can go right there and do it.
They do.
Yeah.
And they even have a drive-through.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things. Hugh Harris is the owner there, and they've actually got a remote location in Rock Spring.
Right.
And then he's just added another truck, another like food truck that, that can come to events. So Christy does a great job at scheduling things there. But they'll take care of you. They do catering. If you didn't know, Farm to Fork does catering, and they're about to get into that a little bit bigger. We'll talk about that later on this month.
They do pizza. They do all kinds of stuff.
Yes. Oh my gosh. My favorite, I'm going to be honest because I go to that Leads at Lunch group meeting, is the chicken tacos, and it's the best flavor. It's really thin sliced chicken, and it's the tortilla shells and everything. You can actually scrape it off that and not have the shells if you kind of want a salad looking thing. But anyway, look on the Chamber Facebook page. This will probably be out there tomorrow because tomorrow's February 1st. So I'm pre-announcing what the February restaurant of the month is. But Hugh Harris does a great job, and we just appreciate him being a Chamber member and all the support that he gives. And great events that he helps with.
They are very busy all the time.
All the
They are
time.
very popular. Everybody.
And
loves
again,
Farm
they've
to
got
Fork.
a drive-through, so you can
Yeah.
get it, or you can order ahead and pick it up at the drive-through, not even have to get out of your car, and get the same food that you get there. They always usually have a daily special, so there's usually some combination of things that you can just say, I just want the special.
I think it's nice that there's a place to go where they have live music sometimes. They have a bar, you can have a nice drink. They have sports on the TV, whatever you want. It's a place for
And there's
everything.
actually kind of two dining areas too. So if you don't want in the area that's a little bit louder, you can sit on the other side of that wall, and it's a little bit quieter, I think, over there. And then, like I said, they've got the creamery in addition to that. So some of those slices of pies, oh my gosh, just to look at them. And then, of course, the ice cream, and like you were saying, the sundaes and all that.
Well, he posts pictures on Facebook of the stuff, and I'm like, I gotta go.
Want to go. So, again, support local, shop local. Farm to Fork is a great restaurant. If you've got company coming into town, that is a great place to take people that have, never been to our area, because it's something they can only get here.
Right. It's not a chain.
Right. So, and just enjoy. And we're all having to be a little bit more patient, because they, just like everyone else, they do a great job, but staffing is hard.
Right.
And but we've had the same server take care of that Leads group probably for 2 years now, and so they do keep their staff. It's just that life happens and things go
I
in?
waited tables years ago. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard. So tip your servers
There you
well.
go. Tip them well and just be a little bit more patient than you
Yes.
ever have been. I mean, I think everybody will be better off if we're that in life. No
I
matter
agree.
whether it's a store or a restaurant or wherever. I have to remind myself of that sometimes because sometimes I'm in a hurry.
It's true.
And I've seen Katina getting over here today. I got behind a dump truck and I was like, I gotta go. And but I think I think if COVID has taught us anything is that you can't take anything for granted.
That's true.
And life
And
is short
kindness matters.
Kindness does matter. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Katina, let's talk a little bit more about your business as far as Chasing Down Daydreams Travel. Katina is the owner of that. You do have some other travel agents that work under you.
I do.
Is that something that if somebody was interested, could they contact you about that opportunity? Or
Well,
where does
yeah.
that
I mean, I
stand?
haven't hired anybody in a while. They're independent contractors,
Okay.
so they're independent agents that work under me. And I actually have 15.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, so I have all up and down the East Coast. So I've got a couple in Alabama, several in South Carolina.
14. That's awesome.
Rhode Island, Massachusetts. I got different ones. And it's funny, the changes in travel. People that I book, the places my clients want to go are different than the clients that my agent in Rhode Island where they
Sure.
want to. So it's funny to see the dynamics, how that all changes. But yeah, so in this area, it's me, and I have 2 other agents that specialize in Disney. So Chris Lusk and Melissa Butler from the school system. Everybody
Right.
knows them, but they love Disney, so they're go-to Disney specialists. So
That sounds great. I mean, what better thing to do than make a little money on the side and get deals on your travel as well,
Right.
and help other people with your knowledge, with
Right.
what you know.
Well, and they
about.
both had said that they had friends coming to them all the time saying, help me plan my trip. So they were like, we need to do this and get paid to do it.
Yes.
And so it worked out for both of us that way. And
That's awesome.
they're still helping their friends, but they get something for it now.
Now on Disney, do they have? Is it still the armbands? Is that kind of?
They do have magic bands.
Magic
They're
bands,
not
okay.
included in your trip anymore because now they've upgraded their technology. So if you wear an Apple Watch or an
You don't have to
Android
have
watch,
something new, different.
right, you don't have to use that magic band. You can use your watch. If you carry a cell phone, you can use your cell phone. It's all a QR code that you can
Okay.
use to scan. So they've moved up in their technology, but I still like the magic band.
I would think
You
kids
know.
like it too.
They do, and I like it because they have different designs. My favorite one is silver and it's glitter, and it's fun.
Okay,
so.
to be honest, do you go right in your ears?
Oh, I have ears for everything. I almost wore some today.
I'm a little disappointed. I'm just going.
I thought I should wear my ears. That's what, and I've gotten to where I buy them every time I go now. Just
So you have
different
a wardrobe
ones.
of
Oh,
ears.
so many. The most fun ones that I have now are Grogu, which is Baby Yoda,
Baby Yoda,
and it's just his ears that go out, and it's really cute. So yeah, I like it a lot.
That's so fun. Well, I see a lot of pictures. We talked about making memories, and I love that so much. And so, I love when you see the families and the whole, like a family reunion. They all have their
Right,
matching
right.
T-shirts and
Yeah.
and things like that. I think that's really
Well,
neat.
this
So-
year for Christmas, that's what we did more for our own kids.
Okay.
Instead of, who needs more
Stuff,
things?
yeah.
We have so many things. And so my daughter wanted to go to Washington, D.C. to see an art exhibit at a museum. So I planned a weekend for she and I. And there's a direct flight out of Chattanooga into D.C.
Into DC?
Yes, it's
Ooh.
fantastic.
That's doable. Then.
Exactly. So we stayed in a fantastic hotel. I mean, DC, I walked out the door and I looked and I go, oh my gosh, is that the White House? We were right next to,
Wow.
yeah, it was fantastic. And we went to the museum. It was a short trip, but it was fun. And that was part of her Christmas.
Yeah.
And also she's an artist, so she's been in school forever. So finally we got to go this year to Disney World to the International Art Festival at Epcot. So I took her down for that.
Yes, I saw those pictures.
And that was a lot of fun.
And that was something you were telling me about, that now Disney has kind of made some different festivals.
Yes.
So in maybe their slower times, they have something really to do.
Right. So the next festival after this art festival is the Flower and Garden Festival, and it's beautiful. And usually have different, like right now during the art festival, they have Broadway singers come in and they do concerts every day.
I
Disney,
like
you know,
that, yeah.
yes. And so you can go and you can taste foods from all over the world, and you can see artists from, and during this festival, the food is all beautiful, you know, so it's artistic things.
Sure.
And you can, you know, see the concert, you can meet artists, you can, you know, it's a fun thing, and that's what we
Right.
did. And so my daughter met an artist that she really likes, and she bought some of his work and he autographed it for her, and it was really
Oh,
neat.
that is neat.
Yeah, so the Flower and Garden Festival is next, and then summer you don't need anything because everybody's going in the summer, and then in the fall it's the Food and Wine Festival,
we've been
which
there
is
doing that, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's
So it's not just for kids. I mean, you know,
That's right,
your
yeah.
daughter's older and she's enjoying it as
right.
much as a 5-year-old.
Oh, well,
might,
my
so
husband and I
vice versa.
did our 20th wedding anniversary without kids. We went to Disney World, and it was fun. And it's
And
a
now it's a
different
special
trip.
anniversary for Disney, right? Did I see that somewhere?
This year, yes, it's the 50th. So-
Disney World.
Disney World.
Okay.
Yes. The
I thought I
50th.
saw that on
Yeah.
some things. That's crazy.
Yep, and they extended it with COVID. People couldn't get there exactly, but it's an 18-month-long celebration. So they painted the castle and they redid, and Mickey has a new wardrobe.
So
and
it's something
Minnie-
new to see if you've been there before.
Yes,
or
yes.
recently.
Mhm.
It's kind of neat
Yeah,
too.
it's fun.
That's awesome. So let's take it back to our local area. We've got some things going on. Obviously, Valentine's Day is coming up in about 2 weeks. And so Ringgold, City of Ringgold, the downtown partners have, you know, they're actually what they're doing now is the first Friday of each month, they're going to schedule something special on the Friday night to bring people downtown. So come down and eat at the restaurants,
Right.
and do some shopping at the local stores. And so you've got something there.
Yes, so on Friday, this Friday, they're going to have Galentine's Day, which is a play on Valentine's Day, but they want you to bring out your girlfriends, your gal friends, and you can visit the shops and
Look up and see what exactly. what
you know,
time they're
have some,
starting.
go to the restaurants, but all the shops are going to have something different. So they're going to have some sales, and they'll have some
5 to 8.
giveaways, and they'll have drinks and appetizers. And I know some of the shops are going to have special guests come in, so you could have your nails done, or you could have a massage, or
And I'm not
something.
sure if it's that
so.
day or when, but I think Mike Key's going to do music down there one night.
Now, I went downtown not too long ago,
Okay.
and he was down there, and he was set up in the square in the middle where
Okay,
the
so he
fountain
might have
is.
already done it. Okay.
And he was out there, you know, spinning the records. I don't know, I'm old. And
I don't think there's any records. in
yeah, I
there.
don't think so. But people were dancing up and down the sidewalk. It was freezing cold, but it didn't matter. It was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, that was Christmas, because I remember I saw Santa when I was.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that was Christmas
Yep.
then if you saw Santa. Or he was a little late one of the
Yeah, I
two.
don't know. I mean, he, you know.
So, and if you haven't been to Ringgold lately, there are some new shops there.
Yes.
We've got Southern Charm has just joined the chamber. Now,
Right.
they're not new; they've been around a long time. If you used to go to see Southern Charm in around the Hamilton,
Hamilton Place,
area, they now have the Ringgold location and the Dalton location. But the one in Ringgold is open, and they have great gifts. Oh my goodness, for Valentine or any time. All kinds of sweatshirts, and of course they've got jewelry, some really nice jewelry and shoes. I mean, you just can't even imagine.
Oh, their clothing is really
Yeah,
nice.
it's just really
nice.
cute, and I think they had some special Valentine's Day shirts and things like that. But there's the Freckled Fox is a new store.
Right?
is
That one is
really cute.
fun. It's funky stuff.
Yeah,
I love
it is. And then,
Yeah.
of course, you've got Just Peachy is across the little triangle there on the other side. And then, of course, Meg's Flowers is another
Isn't
one.
that a
that's down-
beautiful shop?
Oh, my goodness.
I love how it's so pretty.
And you
on
can
the
just go in
outside.
and pick out stems. Like you don't even, I mean, she's got arrangements or she can make you arrangements. And also for, coming up with proms and things, she does a lot of that I know as
Right,
well.
right.
But if you just want to go in and buy a stem for, someone special, you can do that. And she keeps it, you just pick what you want
Yeah.
and she'll wrap it up and everything. So Unique Things is still open, although they're on their way to closing, I think
Right.
now. I think they're just open some on Friday and Saturday. But there are some new stores going in, and I think my understanding is Shabby Chic maybe
Moving back.
down that
Yeah,
way,
that's
too.
good.
So,
That's good.
so you can literally park your car once and just walk, even in the
Right,
cold.
right.
So come on out this Friday night for Galentine's Day, 5 to 8 p.m. in downtown Ringgold. You've got Raphael's Pizza Eat down there. There's a Mexican restaurant in walking distance. So of course, Jefferson's is
Oh,
there.
yes.
It's not right on the main Nashville Street, but you go down Tennessee Street. And Jefferson's has joined the chamber also, and we are so excited. The 4th, is it? I think we're doing the 3rd. We're doing their ribbon cutting, and we're also going to have our investors
Right.
meeting there this Thursday.
Oh, perfect.
So if you've not tried Jefferson's, they also have a meeting room. I think it will hold 40 is what they say, and you can schedule that to have birthday parties or whatever.
I can't wait for it to warm up so I can sit outside there.
It's outside.
I love sitting
yes.
outside.
And I don't know if you've paid attention there, but the way they have a bar, but then they have a side window to that bar, so when you're sitting outside, they can serve
Oh,
right out of
fun.
that. So
Yeah.
You can be outside and just not have to go all the way into the
Nice.
restaurant to get your order or whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of neat things in Ringgold. If you haven't checked it out lately, the farmers market will be opening, I believe, in March or April. So they do have a major, plan for that. All just like last year was the first year. Samantha's got a plan working with City of Ringgold for that, and
She's going to do an art and wine night too.
yes,
So
I think the
that's
Georgia
fun.
Winery will also be at that.
Okay.
So. There's a lot coming up
Yeah.
that we just need that warm weather.
Right. Please.
come on our way. So, but yeah, that's this Friday night again from 5 to 8. Another thing that we've got going on at the chamber is not this Thursday, but next Thursday, the 10th. Have you heard Superintendent Dina Reese is retiring?
She deserves it.
She does.
She's been, goodness, the last couple of years.
I know.
It's
I say
time.
COVID years are like 10 years. 1 year equals 10 years.
Yes.
So all the pressure that,
Yes.
just trying to take care of
Well,
the
I saw her at the
children.
business expo, and I said, I think it's time to start traveling, if you know what I'm saying.
I think she'll take you up on that probably. So, but we're doing it. The chamber, we do 5 chamber luncheons a year, and so we're going to actually have our luncheon on the 10th to honor Superintendent Dina Reese, and we're looking forward to doing that. It's not a roast. I thought about that.
Oh, that would be fun.
It was tempting, but I was afraid she wouldn't come.
Let's do that another day.
So, but we're looking forward to that, and if that's something that you'd like to attend, that's $17 for a catered meal in the program. Again, you can call 706-965-5201. And come check that out. It's just a great time of networking. We usually have about 100. I think at the annual meeting we had about 135 people.
Right.
And so we're as safe as we can be. We try to keep people apart. We try to, if you feel more comfortable wearing a mask, that's okay. There's not a problem. It's obviously hard to eat and wear a mask.
Right.
But if when you're not eating, you want to put a mask on, that is absolutely not a problem.
I did at the
Yeah.
brunch. I
Yeah.
wore my mask
Yeah.
in, and
We
it
don't
was fun.
require it, but it is not frowned upon for sure, because I think we all have to do what makes us comfortable.
That's right. That's right.
And so anyway, that's on the 10th, which is Thursday, February the 10th. I gotta get used to saying February now.
I know.
February the 10th at the Colonnade. Again, you do have to have a reservation by the 7th, which is Monday. I think by like noon or 2 o'clock is what we need that to be able to give the caterer the count.
You put me down.
Okay, I got it. I'm on that. I can do that. So that's, again, honoring Superintendent Dina Reese. We mentioned the Georgia Winery. So Katina is our tourism partner for January. Of course, she's still a chamber member. We're going to talk about Katina for a long time. It just won't be just in January, because we just appreciate all that she does. But in February, our tourism partner of the month is the Georgia Winery.
Oh, fun.
And I know you frequent that.
I do like a glass of wine. I do.
So if you haven't been to the Georgia Winery lately, we were just down there the other day. Again, a great place for gifts.
It is.
The baskets and
Yes.
things that they do. Even honestly, even if you don't buy a bottle of wine, they have the cheeses and some other things that crackers and things that you can put in. You might like this. They have jewelry that someone local has made.
Oh, fun.
And they've used the corks, like a bottle of wine cork, and it hangs.
Oh, cute.
So they've got like a bracelet that has a cork on the top of it, and so if you've got a wine lover that you don't really know what to get them for
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, that might be something fun. To
Well,
do.
I've gotten some really pretty glasses down there. I bought a wine rack decorative thing that hangs on the wall, and I put bottles in. They've got pretty things.
They do.
So,
And the other thing that I think it's the strawberry wine that they've just come out with. That's I don't know if it's back again or if it's a brand new flavor, but I know Kayla, their marketing person,
I
there
did
was
see that
talking about
advertised.
that.
Yeah. I mean,
So
nice
they're-
dessert wine for Valentine's
They're pretty
Day.
excited about the strawberry wine coming out. And then if you've not been, if you're looking for a place just to go, they serve appetizers. And so there's they have a room that has got nice tables and chairs and everything. So you can take a small group, could be 2 people or 10 or 12 people, and meet there for a drink after business hours or something like that. And
I set
very
up
neat.
there with travel information on a girls' night that they had.
And they're
It was a
looking to
lot of
have
fun.
events again. I will
Yeah.
tell you, they mentioned, because really during the COVID times, they
Right,
kind of stopped
right.
all that. But they're adding those back for
Good,
2022.
good.
So
It
that'll
was
be
packed. People
another
loved it.
to do. I know. So the Georgia Winery, again, you can reach them at 706-937-9463 or georgiawines.com. Now, I know you know Miss Bobby.
She's a sweet lady.
So I've received a basket. I've given baskets. She just does a great job. And I'll let you talk a little bit about Bobby and some of your experiences with her.
Oh, well, she's the sweetest lady.
is.
Just very kind.
Bobby
very
Waters.
kind, yes. And she will put together a gift basket with whatever. Like, you give her an idea of the person, things that they might like.
Right.
And she creates it. You don't have to do anything. It's fantastic.
Give her the address and tell her what needs to go in it. She'll deliver it locally, obviously, or ship it if you need to.
Right.
There might be some additional charges for shipping. But I know from Mother's Day last year, my mother-in-law, and I told her, I was like, she likes this, 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 and this, and she has a new puppy. And so in the basket was dog toys.
How cute.
And in fact, my mother-in-law was like, I've got to know where she got that. She's worn that one out.
Right.
You know? And it was just beautiful. A lot of realtors are using Bobby Waters customized gift baskets. So when they sell a house or
That's a good
mortgage
idea.
brokers,
Yeah.
if you have a business where you'd like to give a little thank you, it can be a small thank you or a big thank you. It just depends. She can do either you give her the budget that you want to spend and kind of what you want to put in
Right.
it, and she'll make it and make you look better than you are. That's what I always tell her.
Yeah.
You make me look better than I am.
Well, gift giving is hard.
Yeah.
And she makes it easy.
She makes it very easy.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, and then with delivery too. And I'll be honest, the realtors love her to deliver stuff because she's so sweet
Yes.
that it's like another touch to their customer. It's
Right,
like another, it's another thank you other than just the basket. They've
Right.
met a really cool, sweet person, you
Yeah.
know. And again, customized gift baskets. You can call Bobby at 423-305. Is that
5427.
5427 423-305-5427. She's also got a Facebook page that's got some pretty pictures of her baskets. Again, she'll make you put a basket together with anything, but then she's got some preset.
Right.
You know, if you say you want a baby basket or a wedding shower basket, she can put it together if you don't have an idea of what you want.
Right.
So the other thing too is she does these wooden. Her husband cuts out these wooden containers. I don't know what you call it. It's almost like a carrying tote thing, and it's got like you can put like sauces in it and like for a grilling basket or something like that. But
Yeah.
then when you're finished with it, you've got a
You have a
wooden
nice
container, and they
basket.
do like collegiate, like the football teams
Oh,
and things like
fun.
that. So if you're an
Yes.
Alabama fan or a Tennessee fan, she paints it those colors, and so that's another.
So
great
it's not
idea.
just a basket for women.
Exactly.
You
It can be men
yeah.
too. Yep.
Yeah.
Father's Day will
That's
be
right.
here before we know it, or Valentine's Day if you're looking. It's hard to buy men Valentine's.
It is.
Especially when they're not allowed to have candy.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, what man wouldn't like, Georgia Bulldog basket
Yes.
with some hot sauce and barbecue sauce.
And maybe a gift card in there, just
Yes.
something like that. So Bobby can put all that together. So she does a great job with that as well. So again, you can check it out online, customized gift baskets, and she also does Mary Kay. So if you need a Mary Kay consultant, Miss Bobby Waters can take care of you there as well. And we just love her, and she's a great chamber member. So I hope some of you might have seen in the Catoosa County News last week, our new Chamber Board of Directors was installed at our annual meeting. So this is them there. You can check that out online at Catoosa Walker News on Facebook or on the Chamber Facebook page. That's something too. If you've not joined and liked our Chamber or followed the Chamber Facebook page, that is a great source
So much
of
information, yeah.
And if you turn on the notifications, and when we post something, you'll see it. So if you need help in how to do that, come by the Chamber office and we'll help you.
Right.
We'll
I
help
can't tell
out.
you the number of places I have been that I didn't know existed until I saw it through the chamber.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, this is my new favorite place.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. And we have a lot of neat places.
Yes, we do. We really do.
So that's, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is just finding out about what, whether it's an event or a place or a business, and just helping to promote that so
Right.
we can keep it local, y'all. We have great things here
We
in
do.
Catoosa County.
We do.
And so anyway, that's our picture of our board of directors. Just in case you were interested, the chamber has a 20-member board of directors. I'm actually considered part of the board, so I'm a non-voting member. And then we have 4 ex officio members.
Right.
So we have somebody from City of Ringgold, City of Fort Oglethorpe, and Catoosa County government. as well as the EDA, the Economic Development Authority. And we're all non-voting, but we're part, and it's great because you share information at those meetings. So we have monthly meetings, and it's just really good for those government officials to be there as well.
Right.
Just so we all know and are on the same page and know what each other is doing, so that we're working together.
Oh, it's important,
And
for sure.
I don't think it's always been that way. It's been that way since I've been there, and but it's just such a blessing.
There's one very handsome new board member. He didn't make it in the picture, though.
Because he left with his wife early after dinner, after brunch. I was like, where did Brent go? So Katina's husband, Brent Williams with Shaw Inc., is a new member of our board, and we're so proud to have him. And I know, like I said, I know he's been with the chamber, because I look back, he was in Leadership Catoosa years ago.
Yes.
I won't say how many, but so he's already participated in that.
He talks about Leadership Catoosa all the time, that it was so good.
I'm so glad, yeah. We have 2 guys this year from Shaw, from 2 different plants, obviously. But so we have 20, actually we had 21, but one of our participants has gotten a promotion. He's moving. So we're at 20 now, and they're actually getting ready to do a fundraiser. I'll talk about this real quick because it is important. I don't think I have a printout. But if you're interested, if you are a bowler, because we don't have a bowling alley anymore, but the Leadership Catoosa class is raising money for 4 of the charities that are represented in the class this year, basically for kids.
Right.
And so they are doing a bowling tournament this Sunday, and there's still room. If you're a bowler, you can call the chamber, 706-965-5201, and we will get you that information. But there's room. It's going to be at Spare Time Center there on Brainerd Road.
Right.
And it's $175 for a team of 4. I'm going to be honest, this is for the kids, so there aren't any great prizes money-wise or anything like that. It's bragging rights.
It's just fun.
Yeah, it's just fun to get together. It's from 1 to 5, so there are 2, if you will, flights. There's a 1 o'clock start time or a 3 o'clock, and they're giving you about 2 hours to bowl, your 4 people to bowl.
Can I use those little gutter things?
I don't think they allow bumper bowling.
What? I'm out.
So.
No.
Maybe that's what we should have a second time, just the bumper.
For the very, very amateur.
That's what I mean. And somebody said, are you going to bowl? I said, I'm going to try, but I'm just hoping I don't go the wrong way. I always think of there's a Lucille ball thing or something, and she goes backwards or turns around. That could be me. But if you're a bowler, or if you just want to bring your team out and our family out and have a great time, call the chamber office and let us get you signed up. 706-965-5201 for the Leadership Catoosa bowling event, again being held this Sunday, the 6th, at Spare Time in Chattanooga on Brainerd Road. They also are going to have, I think, a silent auction there. They're doing a 50-50 raffle.
Oh, fun.
So if whatever money they raise, half of it goes to the charities, and then half can be the winner will get, or if the winner would like to donate it back, that's always a good thing, So do it for the kids. And I'm trying to think, I'm going to get this wrong now. It's the Children's Advocacy Center, the Catoosa County DFACS, the Cottage, and there's one more. There's 4 different charities within the community that this benefits. Right. And so it's, what a great way. And we're so proud. So that's one of the things with Leadership Catoosa is that they do a fundraiser. They pick some kind of service project. It doesn't have to be a fundraiser, but they have chosen to raise funds because each one of those groups have something that they're trying to get with that.
Yeah, very worthy causes.
Trying to fulfill a need there for sure. So do we miss anything? Oh, we've got a couple of ribbon cuttings.
So we're doing the ribbon cutting at Jefferson's that we talked about.
Yeah.
And I have to go there because I love wings and oysters. I haven't been yet, so I'm
my
gonna
gosh.
have to
And
do
I'll be
it.
honest, if y'all heard like in the very beginning, they were slammed. They just, just like any new restaurant is, they were slammed. There wasn't a whole lot of other things open either, so they were really slammed.
Right.
And but that's not that they're still busy, I will say, but depending on the time, if you can go a little earlier or a little later, if
it takes time to get into the groove. They had to figure it out.
And it's so good. Like I love a flat burger, like a smash burger.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And theirs are kind of the little bit flatter ones, and so I loved my burgers that I've had there. And I've been with people that have had the oysters, and they love them.
I love oysters.
And the wings as well. I don't think there's anything bad, quite frankly.
Well, that's going to be February 3rd, Thursday at 11 a.m. We're going to do the ribbon cutting.
Yeah, and if you're in that area, stop by, come in with us. We welcome everybody. It doesn't have to be just chamber members.
Right.
Come and see what's there, and then if you're interested in the chamber at all, we'll be glad to talk to you. Debbie will be there, and other ambassadors will be glad to tell you about what their experience is, with the chamber.
Oh, and we're going to have ambassador lunch afterwards, so maybe I'll try those.
There'll be a crowd.
Fun. And then on Monday, February 7th at 10 a.m., we're doing a ribbon cutting at Leader One Financial Corporation. Now, this is one, like you said, that's not in Ringgold. It's
That
in
is correct.
Chattanooga.
That is correct.
So, but I mean, I go to Chattanooga almost daily, so
So
it just makes
they're
sense.
located there, like you get off on East Brainerd Road, you can kind of see it up from the interstate, that point center, I think is what it's called, on the left if you're going toward East Brainerd Road.
Oh, yes.
Before you get to the BMW
Right,
dealership. So
right.
you have to kind of go on East Brainerd Road and then come back, like you're going to the VA, I think, back in there, or
Okay.
Social Security. But, so we're going to be there Monday at 10 a.m. But again, Leader One is a mortgage company, and they do a lot of business in Catoosa County.
Yeah.
With some of the realtors that, that buy and sell homes down our way. And we're excited to have them as part of our chamber. I would tell you, if you have anybody that might be interested in chamber membership, we're growing. And Debbie Hughes is doing a great job. Last year, I think she had 46 new chamber members.
Wow.
She's already had 10 this year in
Wow.
January. Yeah.
That's great.
So, and she wasn't saving any. They just had all, things that people she's talked to. And
Right.
we've had several new businesses open.
It's because we're the cool kids.
That's it, we're the
Everybody
cool
wants
kids.
to be
That's true.
part of the cool kids.
So, but we welcome, and that's the thing I'm told over and over again. The chamber is the people. It's not the staff. I mean, the staff is part of it.
Right.
And the staff is amazing.
The
Mary-
hardest working staff ever.
Mary, Shirley, and Debbie, and
Yeah.
now Bobby. I mean, you just can't ask for
Right.
better than that. But it's the people. And if you've heard maybe before that the chamber is cliquish or it's not welcoming, that is so changed. That is not the way people, come in, and whatever they've got, people try to understand their business and
Yep.
then help promote it.
It's true.
And we have the 5 leads groups, and you're part of the Wednesday
I am.
morning leads
Yep.
group. And y'all are funny. Y'all crack me up.
We have an interesting group.
It's an
fun.
interesting group.
Yeah.
And, during COVID times when they had to do hybrid, some people were on Zoom, and y'all still do. Y'all
Yeah.
the only group that
It's
still offers
still
Zoom.
available in case,
Yeah.
And it's hard sometimes to get out and get to the meeting, but that Zoom is a good option.
Yeah, it's a nice option
So-
to have. And so I know the other day Jeff Dedman was taking breakfast orders of what he
Yes.
was going to bring, and I was like, oh dang, I wish I were going today.
I know, I
had
missed
breakfast.
that one. So
So, but I can't say enough about our chamber members and the chamber businesses that we work just to support, and it's important. It's
I
important.
agree. Yeah.
And, and I just am so grateful. Again, Judy O'Neill gives us this time to UCTV to let us talk and bring chamber members on, and so you can meet who's behind these businesses. You
Right.
might have heard, Chasing Down Daydreams Travel, but now Katina
Maybe you've only
Williams.
seen my toes. Now you've seen my face.
No, I got the face that goes with the toes. On any given day, those toes could be decorated
It's true,
differently.
it's true.
Or in a different tropical setting. That's
the best.
so we might have toe envy just a little bit, I'm just going to say.
Well, I'm trying. I've said before, I hate cold weather, so if I could go tomorrow, I would. I would be out of here, go get a pedicure, and be on the beach.
Head out.
Yeah.
Well, again, we appreciate you being with us on Catoosa Connects. And again, if you continue to give us your information, how they can reach you.
My number is 423-316-5403, or you can email me at chasingdowndaydreams@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook. There's always really pretty pictures of different destinations, and it's
Might
just
give you an idea if
fun.
you just want to go somewhere you don't know where to go.
It's fun to dream about where you want to go, and Valentine's is coming. You don't have to send chocolate or flowers, or you could take
Make a memory.
you could take a cruise or go to an island or anything. There's so
love
many
it.
things to do.
Yes. Another thing too, the Explore Georgia website is really good. So there are a lot of day trips you can
Yes.
do around here as
Yep.
well that, just see something different.
Well, and we have done that, my daughter and I, a couple of times. We've gone to Chattanooga and just gone
Yeah.
to a hotel and
Yes.
gone to restaurants we haven't been to. And it's fun.
Yeah.
And my husband and I, our anniversary is in February, and I was just looking this morning. I was like, where should we go? If we stay, maybe a bed and breakfast in Chattanooga or so,
So there are lots of ideas, and Katina can share those with you. So again, if you have questions with the chamber, I'm Amy Jackson, and the chamber number is 706-965-5201, and we look forward to seeing you next week.